Welcome back to Living in Chapel Hill. I'm Ken Cannon, your host, and this is the channel that helps you learn all about what makes Chapel Hill the coolest city in North Carolina to live in. Today, we're going to be counting down the top 10 reasons to love living in Chapel Hill. So if you'd like to hear all the great reasons to love living in Chapel Hill, stick around as we count them down from 10 to 1. Welcome to Living in Chapel Hill, the channel that's dedicated to helping you learn what it's like to live, work, and play in the coolest town in North Carolina. I'm your host, Ken Cannon, and this is Living in Chapel Hill. All right, welcome back everybody. Like I said, today we're gonna be counting down the top 10 reasons to love living in Chapel Hill. But before I do, let me remind you that we help people from all over the country move to this area. My team has over 35 years plus experience in this industry of helping people move to this area, finding great homes. And so if you're thinking about moving here, reach out to us at the contact information provided below. We would love to help you. All right, now let's count them down. Reason number 10, the amenities. Chapel Hill has everything you need, from grocery stores like Wegmans, Harris Teeter, Whole Foods, Weaver Street Markets, more. We've got amazing parks in different neighborhoods in different parts of town. That includes a roller hockey rink over in Southern Village. We have a skate park for skating up in the northern side of Chapel Hill. There's great athletic fields, whether that's soccer or baseball. Anywhere you want to go and spread out, there's a great place to have a great time. We have major shopping centers at pretty much every side of town, so it's easy access to all the things that you need. Super convenient. Reason number 9, the weather. If you like seasons, then North Carolina might be the climate for you because we experience just about every type of weather. That said, we have really nice summers. They're warm, they're a little hot, but they're nice. And we have cooler winters, so not too extreme in terms of the low temperatures or snow or anything like that. We occasionally get the winter dusting of 1 to 2 inches here, and then of course everything shuts down. But yeah, we don't really see too extreme of cold weather here. It's very nice. Most of the year it's very refreshing. You can go outside. The heat does get a little bit hot come August, September, but if you're into that, it's totally comfy around here, and we're nowhere near as hot as, say, like Florida or Georgia or one of those deep southern states. Reason number 8, the college sports. If you're into college sports, there's no doubt you've heard about the national rivalry, this famous intense rivalry between UNC and Duke. Duke is in Durham, which is about 8 miles just down the street from Chapel Hill. These teams have been going at it for over 100 years. There is a serious rivalry here, and that college team spirit is definitely present in this town. The basketball's incredible, the football's incredible, so if you're into college sports, this is a really cool town to be in. Reason number 7 is proximity to other areas. So Chapel Hill is super convenient. It's a great town all by itself, but we have awesome neighbors as well. Durham is just down the street, Raleigh right around the corner, and you're 2.5 hours, say, from either the beach down in Wrightsville or the mountains up in Boone. Reason number 6, the academic environment. In Chapel Hill, it's the University of North Carolina that sets the bar for academic achievement. This has a ripple effect all throughout the entire community. Therefore, the Chapel Hill City schools continue to rank top in the state year after year. I had the privilege of going to a bunch of different schools when I was younger. I went to 7 different schools in my 7th grade year. But I ended up in Chapel Hill towards the end of my 10th grade year, and the academic environment here was nothing like anything that I'd experienced in any other school in any other city. There was definitely a big focus on getting into university and the focus towards a university pathway. But there was also a lot of freedom and independence that was given to the students here that I hadn't experienced anywhere else. And I think that really shaped us into the adults that we've become. The number 5 reason to love living in Chapel Hill is the cost of living. Many buyers, especially buyers coming in from cities like Seattle, Los Angeles, Boston, New York, Chicago, big cities, are very surprised to see just how much home they can afford for their dollar here. So the dollar goes a long way here. The cost of living is super reasonable, and it's just another reason to love living in Chapel Hill. Reason number 4, the local economy. The university has always been a backbone of the Chapel Hill economy, and therefore it's been a pretty strong economy and managed to weather the storms throughout the years. I mean, the university is over 200 years old. That said, the neighboring towns and the region itself has gotten pretty popular for tech jobs. In fact, we are number 3 in the country behind the Bay Area and Austin, Texas. So that's us number 3 for tech jobs in the country, but we don't have anywhere near the housing prices that they have in those other cities. So great demand and a great reason to be here. The number 3 reason to love living in Chapel Hill, for me, is a personal favorite, and that's the live music. Chapel Hill has always had a reputation as a thriving music scene. However, with great local venues such as the Cats Cradle, Local 506, and The Cave, there's awesome opportunities to check out great local musicians and touring acts pretty much every night of the week. The number 2 reason to love living in Chapel Hill is the food. We have some amazing restaurants. I have clients that come in from cities all over the country, and they're blown away by the diversity and taste that we have here just in our town. We have some James Beard award-winning chefs. We have an incredible makeup of restaurants. And one of my local favorites is the thriving food truck scene, specifically the taco truck scene, where you can get awesome, authentic street tacos late into the night. All right, here we are. The number 1 best reason to love living in Chapel Hill. For me, it has to be the people. Chapel Hill is the town I've lived in the longest out of any in my entire life. And like I said, I moved around a bunch, but the people here are what make this town incredible. The university brings an influx of new energy every year into the town. Meanwhile, we have a rich history here that continues to just grow and expand, and you couldn't find better neighbors anywhere. Well, there you have it. We've looked at the top 10 reasons to love living in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. If you think you'd love to live here and would like to learn more about moving here, reach out to my team at the contact information provided below. Also, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and check back every week for new videos about what it's like living in Chapel Hill.